Good morning. This is a Scripture Stash, and this is a bit different. I don't have any pattern paper that I'm working with. This is a very specific card I'm doing, or I'm going to attempt to do. We're going to do a shaker. I've already gotten my shaker window halfway built, so I have I don't know if you can see the glare on it, but it's on there. We're going to use the bigger one here, and it's going to go on this A2 size card. And I have my bestie, Kelsey. I think this is Kelsey. Yeah, there's Kelsey. And then I also have a unicorn that I cut the horn off. And that was from Unicorn Dreams. Okay. I think this one might still be available, but I'm not entirely sure. I know Kelsey is in the core catalog, so you can always get her. And then I have these two cut out as well, and I'll show you what these are. Just hand-drawn things that I did, and you'll see what hopefully that'll work out and we'll be able to do that. I'm going to put the little guys aside for right now, and we're going to focus on the card. I also have my Elegant Snowflakes out. This was last year's catalog. I think this is actually almost exactly a year ago's catalog. And I don't need thin cuts, I just need the stamp set. I'm going to use this fun wind type of snowstorm looking thing. So this is a card for my daughter. I've given a lot of thought to it, just haven't implemented it. And it's her birthday today, so I'm running a little behind, yeah. I think we all do this time of year. And her favorite movie right now and favorite princess is Elsa and Frozen, so we're going to try to make a Frozen themed Elsa card for my little girl. We will try. Can't promise. So that's why I have a horse. We've seen the second one. She has a horse, an ice horse with her, and her dress is no longer blue. So we're going to do a white dress, just like in the movie. And I just want some snowflake swirlies around. Okay. I think that's probably good enough. I was going to do the sides, but I think actually that's probably good enough. Now if I mess that up, then I can always do a white daisy and just overlay it, right? It's not the end of the world, but actually that worked out really well. This is almost perfect width there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and maybe we'll work on assembling our little, let's do our shaker window first. And I am going to use this Unicorn Dreams sentiment, may all your dreams come true, because we are talking about princesses, and that seems to be a good one for princesses and unicorns and all that stuff. So this is Capri that I've used. I've already started it, I just haven't finished it. And I want archival black. I have intense black out right now too because I was stamping. I had to stamp Kelsey in the horse, the unicorn. And I'm just going to put this right in the middle. I'm going to make sure it's actually inked though. Or somewhat in the middle. Okay. And I've already run my anti-static over this. This way we won't have issues with that. And because I've already started the shaker window, there are videos on how to do this. I have a video on my YouTube and on my Facebook, so if you guys want to go check that out, you can. But we're just going to build this. So I've already taken the protected layer off of the plastic, and I've put it on top of the 3D foam. So now we're just ready to fill our shaker. We're going to put this on here first because the shaker is going to go around this, and I should have used that side, huh? That would have been pretty perfect, but it did not. So I'm going to go ahead and run some tape. And I'm going to snug it up a little bit. I'm going to make it off center this way, so it's more or less center this way, but up higher. Okay, so before I do that, let's get, I'm going to use the Bluebell gems, or sequins for this. Because there's some white and some blues, and I think it'll go really well with this. I'm just going to put a little bit in there. I'm going to take my tweezers and kind of mush it around, because I don't want it really tall or else it won't shake. It'll get pinned in there with the shaker card and you can't shake it. And this may be too much, but you know what? That's okay. She's a 5-year-old. She'll love the too much. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. I have it all ready. I'm just going to lay it in there. Okay. So now they all shake, most of them. Some of them are still static, even though they're in that anti-static pouch. And some of them are sticking to the edge, but that's okay. They shake for the most part. They shall have fun. Okay, let's put the frame on, and then we'll deal with Elsa. Elsa and her ice horse. And yes, we're having a Disney Elsa themed party today, so just a doodle party with her grandparents and us. So that'll be, I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring Plessie in. I'm not going to pay any attention to her clothing, but I am going to pay attention to her face and her hair. Now this is, she's quite interesting because she's so pale, right? Because she's an ice queen. So I'm going to get my fair skin using my tri-blends. And I'm only going to use the light one. And actually I'm going to go through and use it on her hair too. Because her hair is blonde, but it's like a white blonde. So we're just gonna and I'll probably run through this with yellow too. So don't be afraid to mix your markers. I do a lot. In fact, we'll probably do the same for the horse. We'll probably be mixing for the horse. And if I go over, it's not a big deal because I'm going to be covering her body up. Just not her hair and her hands and her face. Okay. So now she looks monochromatic. Okay. I'm going to get my blonde hair going. And I may go back through and touch this with the blender, which will lighten it up. At least her face probably needs to be lightened. Actually, the ice gray might be good too. But I don't want to do it until I test it right. That's a light. That's really light, or really dark for what I want. So I think actually this is the blender. I'm just trying to make this a little bit lighter, but I'm not seeing that it's actually working to my benefit. So we'll just leave it. And I'm going to put a little bit of pale pink on our cheeks. It's because I can. I don't think it's really accurate, but that's alright. Okay. Bring in her, that's her cape. And I'm going to need this sheet anyway because I need to see kind of what the purples are. So this is the lavender. So she has purple triangles and purple diamonds coming up. This is the purple blend. This is hydrangea. Okay, so for the triangles, I think I'm gonna, that's on her dress mostly. Her cape has little diamonds, so I think actually, because they are so little, I'm gonna just do dots. And we're gonna start with the hydrangea. And we're gonna start with the light one. And a lot of these you're not gonna see. And then maybe we'll go to, I don't know, maybe the purple, the actual purple, the light purple. So I'm going to this color here. And then we'll go up to the deep purple, which I really like is, I don't know, either the, let's do the hydrangea purple, the dark one. And again, this is her cape. You're not really going to see a whole lot of it because it's going to be behind my bestie. So it's going to be more or less like this, and then her dress. Once we get the triangles on it, it's going to be like this. So she's going to be covered for the most part. And we'll make her shoes blue. I think actually they're white in the movie. So, but for that, I think I'm going to use the, so this is the hydrangea. Yeah. That's what I want. I want this one here. So this is the hydrangea, and it's the dark, and I'm just going to do think actually they connect down here. And I was thinking about doing her iconic blue, but I have the ice horse, and that's not how she looks with the ice horse. So she turns all white. All of her clothes turn white anyway, and she's already really pale, so there. I think that'll work. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on her first, so you can tell that I drew right on top of her and cut it out on another one. That's how I did this one. Okay, and then we'll glue her onto her cape. Okay, so there she is. She's nice and pretty and white and purple, and she looks like Elsa to me. So I think what I'm going to do though, I don't know, because it's today and I want it to dry. So let's just move Elsa and we'll work on the horse. I have 3 blues for that, plus the ice gray. Okay, so I have ice blue, blue turquoise, and true blue. So let's go ahead and get those onto my test sheet, just so that I know what I'm doing. Start with blue turquoise. I'm pretty sure I'm going to know that this is the blue turquoise. But let's put BT so you guys know. Blue turquoise. This is the ice blue. Ice blue. And then we'll do true blue, which, yeah, I don't really like the true blue as much. Not for this one. I think the other 2 are better. It might work really well on the legs, but I think I'm going to use the ice blue for the legs. So let's do that. Let's start with the ice blue. Bring this down. I just want the ice blue on her legs. Or his legs, whatever this horse is. And then the horse itself is like super teal. It's really, really teal. And its mane is kind of icy, you know, looking. It's really pale. So I think maybe what we'll try to do, and just try this. Yeah, didn't do much, did it? Okay, I was trying to make it lighter, but it didn't really work. I might just give it a couple strands. Get in the tail of this ice gray, and a couple strands in its mane. The rest I'm going to leave white. Now, the rest of the body I'm going to use probably the blue turquoise for, because it is more like a turquoisey type of horse. So, I'm going to use the white And if you look at the horse, it's light in the middle, like super light in the middle, and pretty turquoisey and dark and bold on the outsides. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I might run over the center with the ice blue. I don't know yet. Might run over the whole thing with the ice blue. Now for the medium one. And then the light one again. I'm going to take this ice blue and just kind of do a circle in the tummy. Maybe we can drag some of this down too. Make it so it's more blended. It's not quite so sharp of a contact. Okay, that looks better. It's not quite so, doesn't look like I drew straight lines as much. Okay, so there's the ice horse. And I think I kind of want the ice horse up here, jumping. Where might Elsa go? And my Elsa, she looks so good. I'm so happy with this. I think it looks really good. And we'll stick her down here. So I'm going to just go ahead and do the ice horse first. We're going to just put tape right in the middle of its body. And I want to make sure its tail and its ears stay within the card so I can put it in an envelope. And she's going to be right there. So there's the card. I think it turned out really, really well. It looks really good. It's how I imagined. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I think it has enough glitz and glamour on this with the shaker and all the colors from the horse and her. I think it's great. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys have a good rest of the week. We'll see you on Saturday. Bye.